If you are looking at this video, the chances are what you have been doing up until this very moment hasn't been working. Because if it was working, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here watching this video. You have probably tried many supplements, many prescriptions. Maybe you have changed your diet. Maybe you have been to an acupuncturist. Maybe you have been to one or more urologists, one or more gynecologists. You have been to a few medical doctors. And now, out of desperation, you turn to Facebook. Did you know that Facebook is now the #1 source in the world for bad advice? You better believe it. If you had a nickel for every time you got proven science-based advice for IC from Facebook users, you would have a total of 5 cents. Yet, day after day, people still go to Facebook and ask others what they're doing to help with their IC. Now, can we all agree that Jane in California doesn't have the same body as Lisa in Ohio? And it's probable that their genetics are completely different, that their age is different, that their hormones aren't the same, that their gut bacteria is not the same, that the length they've had IC is not the same, that their bodies will respond completely differently to the same thing. Of course we can agree, because it's not just logical, it's science. So let's agree to stop taking bad advice from people with no credentials, no professional experience, and no formal science-based training. These people don't have the knowledge to help you find your root cause. And many of them, they actually mean well. And that's why they share things that have worked for them. But most of the time, getting directions from another person who is just as lost as you is not what you want or need. We should all agree that it's time to stop looking for band-aids to fix a chronic condition. IC won't go into remission by taking cranberry juice, just like it won't get resolved by taking D-mannose, painkillers, or antibiotics. Those are band-aids, and they are no more effective long-term than taking jelly beans to solve an algebra equation. But at least the jelly beans are more enjoyable to eat. At some point, you just have to be honest with yourself. You have to arrive at the conclusion that what you have been doing up until this very moment has not been working. So let's all agree on that one premise. And, it's tough to hear, and partly because it implies that we can't figure this out on our own. And that's tough to come to terms with because we all believe we are smart people. But the reason why we go to experts in the first place is because they have specialized knowledge in fields that are beyond our understanding. These experts spend their day and many of their nights working in just one specific field. And when you do that over time, you develop highly specialized knowledge in that field. People go to experts to shorten the learning curve. They go to experts who have dedicated their lives to one field of study so that they can get expert help when they really need it. That's the beauty of getting expert help. The duration you work with them is not forever. It's usually very limited. And when you receive their help, you benefit greatly. You have to uncover the root cause of your condition. It's that simple. Find your root cause, and then you can start intelligently working towards your own healing path. This is what we do at IC Healer. Our IC course is designed to help you uncover your root cause. The biggest step to make is often the first step. And the first step is to agree to stop seeking bad advice and admit that what you have been doing up until this time is simply not working. This is the first step in the healing journey. This truth starts the healing process. IC can be put into remission. You have to believe it before it will happen. There is an IC healer in you. The healing path is right in front of you. You can do this, and we're here to help.